In this video, you're gonna learn exactly how to produce techos in FL Studio 21. So we're gonna start first of all the track with a kick, then we write the bass line, then we install the basic hi-hat pattern and the clap pattern. Then we're gonna also go in more into depth for like interesting drums. We're gonna just use FL Studio stock plugins, so let's get straight into FL Studio. So on the left-hand side, you can see the browser. And in the browser, there's this little pack here. This is the FL Studio audio sample file, like kind of like a library, sample library. And you're gonna find here the drums. What we're gonna have to look for is a good kick, something which has a lot of low end but has also a click in the beginning. I like this one a lot. So everything you do with 2 fingers on your MacBook, you click on the sample and you're gonna open it in a new channel. I think this kick is a little bit too long. First of all, we're gonna obviously decrease the volume because it's very, very loud. But then what you have to do is you have to hold this little thing and you have to drag it to the channel where you want your kick to be. In my case, on the mixer channel, my kick is on channel 5. I think this kick is too long. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna decrease the length like this, but we're gonna also fade it out a little bit. Okay, this is great. So now we're gonna install a very basic kick pattern. To create a new pattern, you press on this plus here, and then you're gonna rename it kick. I already have it obviously in my house music production template. So everything you do, you double click on this one, and if you press the Q on your keyboard, this is the note which is gonna be hit in the key. If you press E, R, it's gonna be obviously like a piano basically, and it's gonna be too high pitched, but that's not the goal. We wanna keep it like this because it sounds good. So what we're gonna press this button, and we're gonna press spacebar, and then we're going to record the kick. So as you can see now, this kick is not exactly on the lines and not on the grid. To quantize this, we're going to basically press Command A and then Command Q, so you can see now it's snapped to the grid. Perfect. So now we have this kick pattern in our playlist. I'm gonna drag it down to where the drums are just to not lose the project. Like, I really recommend you to organize your projects and name everything so you're not losing track of what exactly you're doing here. Now let's go to write a bass line. For that, we're gonna open up the biohazard. Now we're gonna sweep through a few presets and see what exactly we have here. Alright, this preset sounds really cool to me. First of all, we're gonna again assign it to a channel. In my case, I have it on channel 3. So now, the way how I write bass lines, you can also check out this video which explains exactly how to write a bass line, but I'm just gonna write a bass line now spontaneously. Usually I play with my keyboard, and I'm gonna play it an octave too high to just hear the note, what pitch is it in. So of course, first of all, we're gonna have to go on the playlist and install a new bass line pattern here. You can obviously do this again with a plus, and then we're gonna record it. Again, press Command A, Command Q to quantize everything. Cool. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna obviously put it 1 octave down. To do this, you're gonna press Command downward arrow. If you've gotten any value by this video so far, please make sure to like it right now and subscribe to my channel to not miss on any house music production tutorials in the future, and turn the notification bell on so you're the first one who can basically implement all the knowledge I'm teaching in my new videos. Usually in the beginning of the track we don't have the kick and the bass playing with the full frequencies. So we're gonna basically filter out now certain frequencies. I have obviously this high pass filter automation already installed, but I'm gonna explain you exactly what I was doing here. So on the kick channel, that's the reason why we assign those channels. I'm gonna install a plugin which is called Parametric EQ2. This is a plugin you can basically boost certain frequencies. This is one of those plugins, for example, same you can do it in your car, you can do it on your Spotify. You can boost and decrease certain frequencies. For example, on the kick, if we now boost this frequency, you're gonna hear the click very loud, which sounds cool. You might actually want to keep that. We're going to press on this thing because we're going to create a high pass filter, which means that just the high frequencies are going to be able to pass through, so you're not going to hear the sub frequencies. So to do this, we're going to press on this one, go on type, go on high pass, and then this is not as very steep, so we're going to press steep 8 to make it very, very steep. So now what we're going to hear is you can't hear the kick as punchy like this. So the goal for us is in the first 8 bars to let it start like this, and then once, let's say, the drop happens, bar 9 or bar 17, we're going to bring it down to like this again. But to basically create this effect, we're going to create an automation clip, which is done over this part. Double click on this thing, create automation clip, and then you have this automation installed in the playlist. In this case, this was already here for me because this is my house music production template. So now with two fingers, you're going to create a new dot. And the higher it is, the more this high pass filter is applied to the kick. Perfect. Keep it at around, let's say, 32%. And then bring it down at 9. Now let's install the drum pattern. But before I tell that, I want to also quickly just remind you that I have also one-on-one online coaching available, or a online community over Discord. To find out more about this, just wait until the end of this video. It's going to benefit you a lot if you're still struggling. So to create a hi-hat pattern, same thing again. We're going to do the same thing as with a kick, create a new pattern. In this case, I already have it in here. Put it in here. Also, the bass line is in the completely wrong spot. I'm going to put it here. So the hi-hat pattern is the same principle. We're going to go again on the packs here in the browser. Go on drums mode. Look for hi-hats, and then we're gonna find a good hi-hat which sounds like, I would say, pretty short. Assign this hi-hat to channel 7. Usually I also start mixing straight away, so I try to get the volumes right when I start putting the plugin in. So basically the hi-hat is playing in between kicks. So the kick, for example, would play here and here. The goal is not to let it play exactly where the kick is, we're going to play it in between kicks. This sounds amazing, I really like this. And also accidentally, I somehow added this hi-hat here, and it sounded really cool, so we're gonna basically put it in anyway, because I think it sounds really cool. Now we're gonna also install a clap pattern, which is like basically the same principle again, but the clap, for example, is playing every second kick. So every other kick, not here, but this, every second kick. Also make sure that the tempo is right, because if you have a tempo at 110 or at 100, it's too slow. Bring it to 126. I like maybe 128 if it's like an energetic tech house track. The clap is again way too loud, so we're still trying to mix it in a little bit to make it just sound good. We're not going to use any plugins at this moment, but this is exactly how I'm going to do it. This sounds like really cool. I really like the vibe of the bass, and it sounds very dirty to me. So now let's write from a bar 9. We're going to write basically some sort of synth melody, something on top. Or what we can do as well, we can basically just take a sample, like a vocal for example, and put it in there.
Can focus and concentration. The person can concentrate intensely on a specific thought or memory while blocking out sources of distraction. 7. Hypnotized subjects are said to show an increased response.
So we're gonna actually put this into the beginning. So when the drop happens, we have energy. So now let's also install the drum pattern. But basically what we want is very short hi-hats. This is the wrong time, obviously. So to make this sample fit the tempo of the project, press on this little thing, fit to tempo. I'm going to choose between 75 and 150, and automatically it snaps to the speed of the project. So now I want to also create some sort of synth part of the track, something which sounds really weird and odd. So at the drop, we're going to basically put this little synth part in it. So we're going to again take the instrument 1, and then we're going to install this little preset. This sounds really cool.
Sources of distraction. 7. Hypnotized subject is a distraction. 7. Hypnotized subjects are said to show an increased response.
say, this sounds absolutely sick. I really like this. If you're now still struggling to get your house music tracks sound professional and you're tired of endlessly tweaking on the knobs without good results, then I have two game-changing options for you. Option number one is my DF Originals VIP online coaching, which is a deep dive program where we're going to basically work together on mixing, mastering, song arrangement, whatever you couldn't really learn over my YouTube tutorials. So I'm going to guide you over 8 to 12 weeks personally through online coaching, where you're going to improve way faster than having to figure out everything by yourself. So if you're serious about leveling up your house music production skills, message me VIP over Instagram and I will see if you're a good fit into my online coaching. But be quick, there's only 4 spots left before I will increase the price by $50. Option number 2 is the most cost-effective one, which is to join my DF Originals community over Discord. This is basically an exclusive members-only Discord group where we're going to work together with other music producers on mixing, arrangement. We're going to also do bi-weekly coaching calls. So whatever you're struggling with, you're going to be a part of an amazing community of house music producers where you're going to improve faster together. We're going to work together on a few tracks. I'm going to also sometimes send you a few samples, give you track feedback, so you're going to just improve way faster. But here's the catch. For every 10 members who join, I will increase the monthly fees by 50%. So if you want to join for just $10 a month, don't wait. Subscribe now via the Gumroad link, which is under this video, and be part of this amazing group of house music producers. I've already helped a bunch of house music producers to level up their game. Just see for yourself.
You were teaching your process of doing things, right? But then
Yes.
it's good to have a reference to understand how are other people doing it. So right now you told me, right, you're using presets and then you're tweaking. That didn't occur to me. I'm like sitting here and then I want to be original, have my own sounds.
I don't have anything else, but I definitely learned a lot, man. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
I definitely wouldn't have found any of this stuff out on my own.
If you're also, by the way, wondering how exactly I got this bass line to perfectly match the kick in the mixing stage, everything I put here on this bass channel is an LFO tool to make it sound really, really good. You can obviously do it different ways. There's also multiple videos I have at the moment to mix tech house tracks properly. Just check out this video, which explains exactly how to mix your tech house tracks properly. And thanks for watching this whole video. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.